We can move on to another Madlib production, Piñata, 10 years today. And, 10 years, or not today, but 10 years this week, right? 10 years old this week. And maybe this is one that people have more love for in the chat. I don't know how people feel about Gibbs, but I know you a big Gibbs fan, Baldy. So what you think of this album? Where you at with this album?
This is my favorite album of the last 10 years. I think it's a hands down automatic super classic. And I love every aspect of it.
Wow. All right, B-Dog, is this your first time hearing this one or what?
All the way through, I'll say yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I'll say yes all the way through.
And where you stand at? Are you with Baldy with this is an absolute classic or what? Or the best album of the last 10 years?
I don't think that for sure, but oh no, man, I'm kind of with Leroy. I'm gonna be a little overrated. I mean, maybe because I got on Gibbs later, so I like his newer stuff. Then going back to listen to this, I like Gibbs. For me, he's still I play his older stuff before. I don't like Triple S that much either. But the two albums before that, the Alchemist albums, oh man, all the time.
Alfredo and then Van Madlib. No, so you like Alfredo more than this?
I like Alfredo. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like Alfredo.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Alfredo. I love Alfredo. I do like Fetty as well, but I love Alfredo.
I mean, but his older stuff, this is his. I think this album kind of leveled him up. But before that, he had ESGN, the mixtape Education of Freddie Gibbs, Cold Day in Hell. What do you mean not good? Cold Day in Hell is fire. Miseducation is fire. What are you talking about?
Fire.
Anyways, we can argue about that another time.
Yeah.
But he has other albums. But I do think that this one was a huge
step up.
To me, this put him in the upper echelon MCs.
Yeah. I think Freddie Gibbs has been one of the best rappers, of the last 10 years after Piñata.
For sure.
He's got after Rock Marciano. It's him and Rock Marcy is the number 1 and 2. And maybe you say Fly Guy, but Fly Guy got so many. Gibbs ain't missed. Since this came out. And this is amazing.
Yeah, I would say he doesn't have any misses since this came out. I agree with that statement. He doesn't have any misses. I don't agree with all the other statements, but Gibbs doesn't have any misses since this one. So I think he's been one of the most consistent album makers, recently. And this is a great album. I wouldn't say the best of the last 10 years. To me, he's got better albums after this, or at least one better after this. I would say 2 better after this. So, but let's go through it track for track. Let's go through it track for track.
My thing is, I look at this as the first step. I think he's built upon this album so much. Like I said, Alfredo was great to me when I came out. Oh man, I still listen to the album so much.
I don't like it more than this. I don't like Alfredo more than this.
So when I listened to all of them this week, right? Because I knew we were gonna have this argument. So I went through. I listened to this multiple times, and I listened to Bandana. I listened to Alfredo, and I said, Alfredo is just 10 tracks. It's way more concise. It flows when you listen through it. It flows straight through. Whereas this one, I don't feel the same way about. So I think that's why Alfredo has a better reception than this one does sometimes, because I think there's really high highs on this album. But there's also parts where I'm not as high on, or that are just more slumps, or I don't know what you want to call them. I don't think they're full on skips or bad songs, but just not as great or not as high. So let's go through it track for track real quick.
Look, man, if I raise your expectations, I'm sorry, man. This album just hit me. I love this album, so if I'm sorry if I'm gassing it, but to me, this is the one. We'll do it track by track. We got Supplier. Of course, that's just a little opener, Madlib, getting you excited. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cool little beat with it, and then you get Scarface. Scarface is cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like Scarface. It's not my favorite song on here.
Right.
And then
Deeper
to me,
is one of his best songs.
There's not a song on here I don't love.
What's that? Wait, what'd you say?
He said this,
After that, I basically love every song on here. So it's just varying amounts. So, but we can go through. Deeper is amazing.
Deeper is one of his best songs. One of his best songs still to this day.
But this sounds like Alfredo. I mean, obviously not the same producer, but like that rap flow, like he sounds like he's in that same bag right here. Like I like this song a lot.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, this is where that bag comes from.
Yeah, and I would say Freddie Gibbs hasn't switched up his flow much since this. Like
not too more polished. That's what I'm saying. He just got more polish.
I think he has probably the best flow. He has a perfect blend, in my opinion, of the Midwest quick stuff, twister style, and then he downshifts, into he can do slow, then he'll go 2 bars real quick or like that, and he changes it up. I think he's always perfect on these beats, these Madlib beats that can be weird, and I think there will be challenges for some other rappers to rap on. I think he absolutely destroys it. So
I think he's really good at finding the pocket and like like even on these weird beats, he finds quality. Yes. He finds a pocket and he kills it. Even when he's featured on, even when he's featured on that Kanye album or this Schoolboy album, even on those weird tracks, like if you want a rapper to rap on something weird and still like kill it, like you call Freddie Gibbs up, he'll find a pocket and he's good at that. Yep. Like, I think that's what
definitely
one of his skills for sure.
Yeah. But Deeper got a good song. Good story with it. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But then of course you get to this might be one of my favorite songs ever. High.
High is great.
Love this song. Never stop listening to this song. Keep this song on repeat. I love Danny Brown on this song.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it too much. I love this song. Everything about this song.
And I love Harold's too.
It's a good song.
All right.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Everything you said about High. Yeah, and I love Harold's too.
What's the next one?
Harold's is a little bit more mid to me.
I love Harold's. I love Harold's. I love the Harold's all the time.
I love it too. I love it too. So I like that one. But after that, to me, something
amazing. Amazing song.
Amazing.
Raekwon on it. Love the beat. Love the song. Love everything about it. You don't like
the way for the Raekwon hater. Raekwon hater, let's go.
Raekwon hater. Don't do that. Don't do that. Raekwon hater. This song is not have the same highs. It's not just about Raekwon. The hook is not as good as those others as High or the just the beats not as good. To me, it's not about Raekwon. Okay, it's just not as good of a song.
I love this song, man. When he be like, "What?" I love that shit every time. Oh my goodness! I love the chorus where the chorus should be on this song. I don't. Hey, look, like I said, we're not gonna agree because I love these songs way too much.
Right.
so
that's what
I overrate this album. Then that's fair. I don't care.
Yeah, that's it. All this love is making me want to hate. Agreed, man. Agreed, Doug. I mean, this is my thing is I just don't understand how you got this type of love for Freddie Gibbs that no one else has, but then when we talk about loving J. Cole or something like that, you got hate, even though there's billions of people who love him. So it's wild to me. But we don't want to get too sidetracked. But yeah, good.
Assessing his career is not hate. You are overrating it. Now, if you want to say I'm overrating this album and I think it's too high of a classic, but you also think it's a classic, then okay. But that's not the same thing as me saying this dude don't have a classic and other people agreeing. If they agree, cool. To me, no Cole album gets close to this. And y'all saying this is his third best?
Definitely. His Cole album is definitely 2014. Forest Hills Drive is better album than this.
And not one song on there is good as Thuggin', bro. Y'all gotta stop. You gotta stop. We ain't even get to Thuggin' yet. Hold on. There ain't no song on there.
All right. So you about to name
or Robes or Broken
Robes? No.
Or
okay. All right. it's not even worth having this conversation with you, okay? Because you're gonna name all these songs, and not one of these songs is no role models. Not one of these songs it has the impact of no role models or Wet Dreams or any of those songs. All right?
No role model? That's what you got for Thug? I need that real love, that Jada and that Will love? Get out of here, man.
Yeah. Even you, the hater, still know the rhymes. Know every word of that song. Yeah. Everybody knows every word of that song. That speaks to his greatness. So go ahead. You can go ahead and mock it all you want. But that's fine.
So you're saying you're arguing music quality based on popularity?
No, I'm not arguing based on popularity. I'm not arguing based on popularity.
You did.
No. I'm saying
everybody could rap it. Everybody could rap. That's great.
Well, okay, but popularity of a song is different from everyone being able to know the words of the song. When everyone knows the words of the song is a different type of popularity. Okay, there's plenty of songs that are popular that I don't know the words to. That like everyone knows. What do you mean? Like what? I mean,
there's plenty of rap songs that's popular. That you don't know the words to, that's like popping. You hear them all the time everywhere you go.
Yes.
You know the words
like
to
1,000 Drake songs. I don't know the words to. I don't know the verses. I might know the hook. People know the hook, but I don't know the verses.
Hold on. So, in the modern times, we're not streaming the same stuff. So you're right. That's fine. But 2014, people still had kind of communal things going on. So. It's a little different. Like, even I don't like that stuff that much, and I can still... I like J. Cole, so I'm not going to sit there and act like I don't like him. I heard the songs, I listened to the song a bunch of times, but I can't rap the whole thing. I think these are simple, basic bars that I was quoting. I'm telling you that they're not fucking with the lyrical exercise of a rap skills of thugging. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, we're not getting... So now Freddie Gibbs is a amazing lyricist? Is that what you're going with?
I think he has
I disagree with that. I think he has a great flow. I don't think he has bars. Yes. He's skilled. I don't think he has bars. I mean,
his real love is not a bar either, though. I mean, well, hold on now.
We're not talking about that. That's not J. Cole's best verse. That's not J. Cole's best verse.
Improved. J. Cole's rapping has vastly improved. J. Cole rapping on 2014 was not great.
J. Cole, okay, that album, he's got a completely different goal in mind. But we're talking about he has better verses on the album before that, Born Sinner. He has better verses on. I mean, on albums like I said, the warm up, the Friday Night Lights from the beginning.
What's the best verse on Born Sinner?
What's his best verse on Born Sinner? I mean, I'd have to.
Born Sinner. That's what I'm trying to think. Like.
Let's see. Rich niggas maybe.
Yeah.
Born Sinner.
Let me see.
I think Born Sinner is better than 2014.
That is
like
my
Born
favorite J. Cole album, personally.
Oh, Niggas Know. Great song. Forbidden Fruit. Like that one too. Hey man, I don't know why we're doing this again. Like I said,
this again many times. I don't want to
talk about my favorite rapper, man.
All right, we go. Let's not get distracted. Let's. I'm gonna put it in the chat
of this album. And put a poll up for this album, and then we can move on.
I want to know, people in the chat. Let us know which one you think is better, Mad Villainy or Piñata as well.
Put the poll up. What they think on you gave most people said Mad Villainy was a 9 or a 7. Dang.
Yeah.
That's surprising to me. 7 is low for Mad Villainy to me.
Super low.
So, yeah, I don't understand that. Let's see. The low spots on this album to me, because I think most of them are great, is probably Shitsville and Lakers.
No, I like Lakers. That's to me. I like Lakers a lot. I like Lakers.
I love the songs. I mean, I named all my. Well, I didn't name all my favorites. Thuggin' is my favorite. Robes, High, Shane.
Shane is so to me. I can tell you the songs that I feel like are not as great. Like you said, it's the one you just named, Bomb. To me, Real or Uno, those are just okay to me. Broken is just okay. Watts, just okay.
On Broken. Yeah, I mean, I love Knicks. I love these songs, but I get it. I think those are the lower ones for sure. I don't think they're as good as the ones my favorites. For sure. Piñata, I love. Domo did his thing in this album. He was killing it at that time. That album he had with Alchemist was amazing.
Yeah. So, Bito, what would you give this album rating when you hear it?
Yeah, because you're more new to it.
All right. Like I said, Alfredo, my favorite. So if I'm putting Alfredo at the top, just a 10 for grading purposes.
They can all be different levels of 10s now. That's what I don't think Alfredo was as good as Bandana or Piñata. But I think that they're probably all, I think, 2 10s and a 9.5.
So this was getting way higher rated than Mad Villainy is already. People giving this 10s.
I'm about to say,
in the chat loving this.
This, yeah, like you said, this is Gibbs' my third favorite Gibbs album. So I don't know. I don't think there's different versions of 10s. I don't know. I don't think that's true.
I don't think that many have 10s. Like I think there's so when you compare to the same artist, and you say my favorite is a 10, but then you're gonna get then you would say a lower one than that would be a 9. But that 9 for that artist is better than
could be a 10 for somebody else. Yeah.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So
for sure.
I try to rate them on an equal thing for all people when I say whatever the rating is. Like, because otherwise it's not really fair to some of the artists.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but it's not, to me, it's not even that. Like I said, some of these songs are just okay to me. Like the highs are high. Like I said, the ones I named, Shame, Robes, Thuggin', High, Deeper. Those 5 6 I said.
What do you think about the production on this compared to Mad Villainy?
I like the production on Mad Villainy better.
No, I'm listening to this 100% way more times than I'm listening to Mad Villainy.
Is that because of the rap or the production? Because we were talking about, we were taking to a production or discussion.
Oh, I like the production on this too. I think this album just overall better to me personally.
Okay. I mean, I love the production on this. I love the production on both. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't know how I would even really split hairs. Another rapper on this album would also be good because the beats are great. I mean, most of these beats I love. Like, I mean, I love.
I don't know if I agree with
sound like somebody else on it, but it's a great beat to me.
To me, the beats are great on the songs that are great. On this, the songs that are great, are the ones, like I said, I named. I think those beats are great. Those beats are awesome. I don't think every beat is amazing. Whereas in Mad Villainy, even like I said, even some of the instrumental tracks and stuff like that, I think the whole album is great. I think the whole production on the album is great. I think there's a couple that are, like I said, maybe like Shadows of Tomorrow or like a few that I feel like aren't great beats. But I prefer this. But I mean, hey, I'm in the minority here. People are giving this a higher rating. So yeah, the people have spoken. I'm just. Or
is it like I said? I think people just kind of they hear Doom and then they don't like it as much. As I think Gibbs is easier to listen to. I mean,
I think Doom is more polarizing for sure. Doom is more polarizing.
Nothing. Being able to fit into a pocket is a top 3 trait for a rapper to me. Maybe top 2. Like
in the pocket
Gibbs,
and out the pocket.
Exactly.
I think Doom is playing with the tracks. Like Doom get on the track and he's like, I'm gonna fuck with the track here. I'm gonna jump off the pocket, and this shit's still gonna be dope and rhyme with 3 lines earlier, and then I'm gonna have this punchline. I think that is all.
Maybe I gotta listen more, but
nah. I mean, it's music, man. Like some stuff hits you right away, some stuff don't. I don't know if that means it's better or worse or whatever. Like if you're not listening to Doom and you're not used to listening to Doom and not a Doom fan, I'm not surprised you had that reaction because I didn't love Mad Villainy as much as I do now on Listen 1. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that's the case. So
my experience with Doom was I watched Adult Swim. growing up in middle school. So I'm like Adult Swim, and I remember like he be like in the commercials and like then like the Danger Doom. Yeah, the Danger Doom album was like promoted on Adult Swim and stuff. So
yeah, Aqua Teen Hunger Force and shit, like the songs. That was great, man. Though, but that's only a Doom thing, man.
Yeah,
See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't like Mad Villainy. It definitely not like I like it now at first. But I mean, again, I heard Doom. I heard it. I listened to it. It did not hit me. I did not catch everything. I mean, it took multiple listens for me to even catch like some of the stuff that this dude was saying. Mm-hmm. It's just not the same. Realizing that like shit is rhyming when I thought it didn't. Seeing how he's on beat, even though I thought he was off at certain parts. Like it's very different than this. When Gibbs get on a song, and he just
it's a much easier flow.
He's rapping his thing, and then he'd be like, "They didn't want to give me that pussy again." Now with the dip, and then changes up the different things, like the speed on it and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, this dude. Like the first time I heard Thuggin', I was like, like it ran around my house. So I mean, that just it's different. It's different the way it hits you.
See, I hear you, and I think, like I said, I think Freddie got better after this album. I think Bandana and Alfredo, I think, are both better to me, in my opinion.
I agree.
That might be, unpopular or something, but there's way more songs I love on Bandana. Just really quickly.
Well, I love Bandana.
Crime Pays and Palm Olive and Flat Tummy Tea, Giannis. Mm-hmm. Cataracts. I love Cataracts like more than any song on either of the albums, either of those two albums we talked about. So I love Cataracts. That's the way you talk about Thuggin' is how I feel about Cataracts.
Yeah. It's different, right? I get it. I love Cataracts, but sitting there eating fast food, getting fat.
Yeah.
So that's good, but.
And then Education.
You gotta remind Fred because I'm kept free, sucker free. That line hits me right. I'm like, yeah, I do be forgetting my bills, especially because I've been smoking. Like I'm like, okay, all right.
Imperial Stamps in the chat with me. He said Cataracts is his best record to me. See, that's where I'm at now. I mean, I got songs on
mixtapes from Freddie that I like more, like Diamonds. Diamonds, one of my favorite
Diamonds. Holy fuck, I love that song. I found that one by myself. I was like, I could not take that shit off a repeat. Oh man, I love that song.
I love Diamonds and Diamonds too. I love Diamonds too. I mean, like, yo, this is great. So
yeah.
But I hear you. I'm not gonna sit up and act like I don't play that song once every other day or something. I play it a lot.
I'm still putting Alfredo above that. That album.
I love Alfredo, and I mean, I'm an Alchemist fan, so that's fine. Like I don't love that one as much, but that's cool. We spent enough time on this one.